Entrepreneurs, I've had periods of time in my business where I've been sued, I've had thousands of dollars of bills, late on rent, owed people money, scrambling for business, trashed talked by my biggest clients, vendors, employees, accused in my personal life. I'm just having marriage problems and family problems. And I mean, all of these things have happened, in fact, in like one period of time. It's just the craziest things. And you're like, dude, enough is enough. I mean, literally enough to almost think about suicide, but let me tell you something, all right? Entrepreneurism, what you've gotten yourself into, is a roller coaster ride. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions that you're gonna have to manage, all right? This is all about developing the toughest skins. Entrepreneurism is the hardest thing you will ever do. All right, because you're on your own, man. It's lonely out there. All right, you gotta develop tough skin. When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up. All right. Well, I heard an amazing thing by a mentor of mine, Darren Hardy. He described, think about in boxing, right? When you get knocked down, the loser is the one that stays down the longest, right? You get back up, you're in the fight again. Now, maybe sometimes you get knocked down and it takes 2 months for you to come back to reality. Maybe it takes 2 weeks. Maybe it takes 2 days that you're in this like funk. Maybe it takes 2 hours. And look, this is life. Life is reducing the amount of time, all right, that you stay knocked down. You want to get this down anywhere between 20 seconds to 20 minutes. That's the sweet spot. Okay, you got to get in your car, you got to get up, you got to go. But listen, as entrepreneurs, and especially Godpreneurs, we're gonna face these extremely difficult situations and lonely times. We're gonna literally feel like the entire weight of the whole world is on us. Especially Godpreneurs, especially as you're drawing closer to God. Okay, but what do when we feel like giving up? When we feel like dying? Can I share some amazing news with you guys? Is that death has already happened. All this has been overcome. God does not leave his children alone. Godpreneurs, you got to understand this. God's not going to leave you alone. He's preparing us. That's all we have to tell ourselves. If there's a situation that's happening, and the worse it gets is because God's preparing us for so much more. Man, now I look at problems and criticism and all that, and I'm like, give it to me, because I'm developing toughness, I'm developing patience, I'm developing forgiveness. I'm developing so much inside of me because God is preparing me for so much more. He's preparing you too. I mean, we see this in the book of Acts. We see this with Paul. Paul's being just beaten. He's being in jail. He's being criticized, spitting on, whatever it is. And the dude is counting it all as gain. It's crazy. I mean, we're not going through anything of what Paul went through in our businesses. All right? But this man managed to keep a positive mindset. Why? He's got his mind focused on the prize. Got to focus on the prize. Got to focus on the vision that God gave you. All right? Look, let me tell you a Godpreneur rule. Godpreneurs know that God is still in charge. We trust him and that he has good plans for us. So when you're feeling down, when you get knocked down, when you're at your weakest, you gotta change the mindset. The mindset has to change. God's still in charge. I trust God. He has big plans for me. Entrepreneurs, go out there, get up, don't get knocked down. When you're at your weakest, He's strong in you.